What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lex P.
And it's your girl, Drea Nicole.
And you are tuned in to another episode of Poor Minds,
where a drunk mind speaks sober thoughts.
I'm happy to be back in the studio. We wasn't in the studio last week. I'll be getting anxiety when we're not in the studio, honestly.
Really?
Yes.
Well, last week was just stressful.
It was.
I feel like, it wasn't a typical outside of the studio recording. Normally, we don't really be having no issues like that, but we just could not get it together.
You know what's crazy
week.
though? I used to like hook up the mic and we would record on Drea's computer, but I have totally forgotten how to do all of that shit.
You think that's what it is?
Y'all
I don't
got
know.
bougie. Y'all done got stuck
I
up.
said, where's Moran? Seriously, where is Moran? Where is Freaky M when we need him?
Y'all
We
nigga,
just
hey,
be
man.
struggling.
I done spoiled the hell out of y'all. Goddamn.
You have,
Oh.
honestly.
You really
even the
have.
girls was looking for you. They was like, where's Freaky M?
Yeah, they was like, where Moran at?
I said,
Oh,
damn.
man.
You know they be looking for you, Moran.
Do they really?
Especially since we posted you on
like
your birthday.
the man candy on the show
for
now.
real? Oh, well, I do want to say this to the listeners before we get it going. Thank y'all so much for the birthday love. I greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Just know that I don't take none of y'all love for granted. It is greatly appreciated.
Oh,
For sure.
Freaky M.
The poor girls love you.
They really do. I was like, they was like, I knew he was sexy. I could tell by his voice.
Ooh,
I said, y'all are
they
horny.
are horny.
Yeah,
Super
y'all are
horny.
horny, but it's okay. You know, being horny
But
makes
it's okay.
being horny makes the world go around. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Hey,
I mean,
know,
literally, it does.
Yeah.
That's how
Indeed.
children are created.
Speaking of horny, I don't know. I like to talk about
What?
horniness.
What
How
you
was your
did?
week? How was your week?
My week was good.
Why are you laughing?
Because I thought you was about to tell us a story about being horny.
Well, I'm always horny. First of all, honestly,
You're
I
the
look.
queen of the horny.
I look
hive.
really rough. That's because I actually overslept and I came from Throwback Bay House.
throwing it back.
Actually, let me tell y'all something. I was going to have a conversation today about how I think I'm a lazy fuck because I don't like riding dick and I really just be laying there and getting hit from the back. But last night, I really rode that dick into oblivion.
Congratulations.
Thank
Not
you.
until oblivion.
I did. It was I was like, I really like this nigga. I rode that dick like a soldier.
Okay.
Like me.
I did.
I like them boys over there that looking strong tonight. Just make it wonderful
Come on,
tonight.
Michelle.
Homie in the dickies in my zone tonight.
Nobody took that verse serious from Michelle, by the way. You
I
know?
think it was one of her best verses.
It was the best
It was
verse
best.
on the song.
It was
though.
good. It was just hard to take it. Cause I know she dropped the gospel album like a month before that song came out.
I was watching a homecoming video last night with Kiki, and she was out of line for having them kulaks on.
Y'all leave
The
me.
knickerbockers.
Oh no, we're not coming from Michelle.
Period.
We're not coming from Michelle. I'm just
Because
saying.
I clap it for Jesus, too.
It's just
Why
you know.
does she be wearing the pants?
You know she love the knickerbockers. And she wear them with the calf boot, the little short
Yes,
boots.
girl, the brunch boot.
Y'all
We
silly.
love Michelle,
We
though.
love
We
Michelle,
definitely
we do.
not coming from Michelle. It's just it's just kind of hard to take Michelle being a freak serious. It's just hard to take it serious.
Hey,
Yeah.
those be the biggest freaks.
You think so?
The church girls?
I think that's a myth.
It ain't because I grew up in church.
Woo, point proven.
But you wasn't no church girl.
I was a church girl. Father, can you hear me?
I thought a church girl was like the preacher daughter.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Well,
You went to church.
Right. We all did that.
I used to be in the back like, ew.
See, cutting up. You ain't right.
Okay, anyways, what did you do this week? Give the girls an update.
I mean, my week was pretty like normal. I didn't really do nothing crazy this week. I feel like I needed like a little break. I've been gone a lot, doing a lot. So I just
Fucking
been
a
in
lot. Oh, my bad.
So I just been in Atlanta the past week, you know, just chilling at my house. Finally, I feel like I hadn't been at my house in so long. Then, you know, Kiki's birthday was this week.
Oh, yeah, it was. We went to
So,
dinner last night.
We
It was
went
fun.
to dinner last night. She had her birthday dinner at Ocean Air last night. That was really fun. And then I went on Saturday to Chateau Elan, which is like a winery and resort that's out here in Georgia.
Fancy. You
That-
look so cute, too.
Thank you. Y'all was trying to give damsel in distress. I think I succeeded.
You did.
So, yeah, the winery was really, really fun. Like, we got drunk as fuck there. Then we
Did
went-
y'all suck any dick while you were there?
Why would we suck dick at the winery?
I've sucked dick at a winery.
But we wasn't with no niggas. So was I just supposed to suck a random nigga dick?
Hey.
I ain't see no BDBs on my radar.
Okay.
So the winery was fun. And then we went to a steakhouse called Oak that's in Alpharetta after that. And the food was really good there too. So yeah, they pretty much.
So there was no
sums up my
niggas the whole
weekend.
day? I don't like going nowhere with no niggas now.
No, it was niggas there, but I mean, they
I'm
wasn't
really
with
kidding.
us,
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm
except
kidding.
for Thomas.
Oh, I love Thomas. Shout out to little Thomas. He's
Yeah,
so
shout out to
cool.
Thomas.
What did I do this past week? I've had a kind of, boring week. I worked a lot. Sucked a lot of
Yeah.
dick. Yeah. That's about it. I don't do nothing but suck dick and go to work
I
and
was
record the
supposed to see Houston Bay
podcast.
this week. I was sad.
Oh,
But he was out of town.
where he went?
I don't know. I think he went to like Miami or something. But he was supposed to come back on Tuesday, and he didn't come back. So he just got back to Houston like yesterday.
So you probably about to leave to go to Houston.
Yeah.
Oh, you better be smiling and sipping that tequila. I know that's right, queen.
Yeah, so I'm supposed to go this week. He was like, I'm going to book your flight. I said, okay.
Wait, now you can't make his voice sound like the other nigga
All
voice.
they voices sound like that.
Oh, the BDBs have a certain tone. My
I think
niggas be
so.
like, hi. Maybe I need to upgrade my BDB.
You niggas do not be sounding like that.
Let me stop.
You need to cut it out. I swear, one day, one of y'all niggas is gonna listen to the show, and they
me
gonna be like,
stop.
"This bitch be just."
Oh, and also, we just dropped a Patreon episode yesterday. I did it about a fly out that I had. It was like a disaster of a fly out. We'll say it wasn't really a fly out because it wasn't my nigga, but it was just like a fly out situation. I talked about that, and I went on a little date. I talked about that a little bit. So make sure you subscribe to the Patreon if you're not, okay? Because the Patreon be lit, honestly, okay? Okay, so let's
Yeah, the
get into
Patreon
these
lit.
topics. I'll let you introduce the first topic because that's what you do.
At this point,
At
this
this
is
point,
what I do.
this is what you do, girl.
But yeah, so I wanted to talk about backtracking with your exes.
Okay.
Just because I feel like it's a good topic to talk about. I feel like we all do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I did it recently, and I feel like
Did it work out?
no, I feel like the feelings are not mutual, and I feel bad.
Oh, like he likes you and you don't like him.
Yeah.
Why don't you like him?
I just don't like him anymore.
Why? Is there like a reason, or you
Well,
just
I
kind of
told
over
you
it?
one of the reasons why I'm just kind of over it.
Why?
Again, I told you. I don't want to say it on.
Oh, okay,
here, 'cause
okay.
I told you.
Okay.
But yeah, I told you one of the reasons, a sexual reason.
Oh,
Yes, and then
What's the reason?
Messy Marie.
I'm not being messy. You can't say that.
Yes, I can.
Don't do
I
the listeners
know.
like that. Don't do the listeners like that.
I'm
What's
about to
the
do
reason?
them like that. So, anyways,
Wow.
like I was saying, a sexual reason, and then I just don't feel like we vibe like that, and I feel like I vibrated higher since
Not
then.
vibrated higher. That chakra pussy is lifted. Yes.
Wow.
I just feel like we just not on the same level no more. He cool as fuck though.
So
but
your
like,
pussy has vibrated to bigger BDBs,
yes,
basically.
Yes. I mean,
Wow.
and just, I don't know. Like I said, he's cool, but I just feel like at this point, if I don't really see something going anywhere, I don't really see a point to just be like playing with somebody's emotions, especially when it comes down to like them sending you texts, like, I miss you and stuff
Good
like that.
morning.
Not good morning, but more so like along the lines of I miss you and, I still like got feelings for you type shit. And it just kind of be like,
Ooh, yeah. So,
I don't know what to say back.
honestly, I think that the older you get, the more you stop backtracking.
I agree.
For real. Like, I feel like I turned 31 this year, and yes, I'm getting up there. And honestly, y'all know, listeners of the show who've been listening to since day one knows I've been dealing with Rapper Bae. I was dealing with that nigga for a long, long time. And it was always back and forth. I would be like, I'm done with him. I'm through.
Right.
And then we would be in Atlanta together like, turned up at Instant Blue. Always.
I mean, it was like that with me and
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to say his name,
Right.
though, but
we
yeah,
might
it was
get
like,
sued.
I'm
I'm just kidding. I'm
But
just kidding.
yeah,
I don't deal big knowledge.
I just don't want the girls making him a thing again.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was like that with me and one of my little boos for a long time too. Like we would be just back and forth. I'd be on the show like, I'm done with that nigga. I'm not
Yeah.
fucking with him no more next week. Be up in his bed.
And that's why for me, like this last time when we broke things off, I was just like, I'm really done. Because honestly, at this point, I felt like the situation wasn't benefiting me. And when I say benefiting, I'm not talking about like financially or anything like that. I mean, like, I wasn't happy. Like, I looked up and I'm like, this past 4 or 5 months, all we do is argue. All we do is
Yeah.
argue. We have fun every now and then. Like when we get drunk, we start turning up, have some good
Right.
sex. But it's like getting drunk and having sex is not enough for me. Like,
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
not at this age.
yeah, like I feel like we're wasting our time. We're not gonna be together. Like I don't see myself being with you. I know you didn't see yourself being with me. Like it was just kind of like we were trying to force it because we had been together for so long. And I'll say a lot of people do this. You can't put time on a relationship.
Yeah, you
Just because
can't.
you've been with somebody for 4 or 5 years doesn't mean you're supposed to be with this person
You can meet somebody in like 2 months.
and be in love.
And y'all just
and make
get
it
it off,
work.
yeah.
I have one of my really close friends in high school. Her parents met when they were like 18 and got married within 2 months. They've been together for like 25 years.
Well, I told you, like my mom and my dad, when they met, they literally moved in together like 2 months later.
That's because Barbara got
And
that
then, they,
wop.
and then they got married after a year, and they were married like until my dad passed away. So,
Barbara got
yeah.
that wop. I
girl,
know that's
shut
right,
up.
queen. But yeah, I feel
I
like
don't even
back.
want to think about that.
I'm dead. Well, I'm just saying, girl. Anyway,
I'm
Y'all
gonna tell her
nasty.
what you said. She gonna get on your ass. She gonna get on your ass.
but no, I just feel like backtracking is kind of like if y'all break up, it was for a reason. Now you know that little saying. What did Marcus Houston say?
But then what if but sometimes people break up only for them to realize how much they.
That's why I said, if you love something, let it go.
Period. And if it come back, that's how you know.
Period. So I
But
won't say.
shit, that ain't true. Cause
It ain't.
niggas be coming back in my life, and I be like,
Why are
damn,
you
came back
here?
to ruin my life again?
And you know what's crazy
Yeah.
about the rapper base situation? When we broke up, like when we like decided to let things go, I told him specifically, I said, and do me a favor, please don't check on me, don't call me, because that's how we get back in that cycle. He'll be like, what's up? What you doing? Are you good? Just checking on you type shit. And I'll be like, no, I miss you. I miss that
Yeah.
nigga. And next thing I know, I'm getting fucked in the ass. So it's like, no, we can't do that no more. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So last time he texted me, he probably texted me like a month ago. And he was like, hey, what's up? You good? And I really ignored it.
You
Like
did.
I broke
For
the
the
cycle.
first time.
For the first time in 4 years, I ignored it because I had to break that cycle.
4
I've been
years.
ignoring my old boo too. I'm very proud of myself.
I said 4 years.
Yeah, we were on and off 4
Yeah.
years.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
for 4 years. I mean, obviously, I was getting some other dick in between time.
We know.
Relax.
But
Relax.
yeah, I mean, I've definitely been like ignoring my old little boo too that I normally always respond to.
Now that's been shocking.
Is it?
Mhm.
Maybe because I got me a new nigga.
And a,
So I
and a
just-
big BDB
and
too.
he a BDB too. So it just be like
He double C'd you up.
But girl, shut the fuck up.
She love them double C's, y'all.
Anyways, I mean, and I don't think that that's the only reason. Because I mean, I've talked to other BDBs in the past too. Like whenever I would stop talking to him and stuff.
Yeah, you have, but I feel
But-
like even if you and Houston Bay don't become anything or y'all don't last, I feel like this is the first guy in a long time I've seen that's like really made you happy.
Cause these niggas be annoying. I ain't gonna even say he make me happy. He just cool.
Yeah, he cool and he don't
And he
be
don't
on,
get on my nerves.
and he don't be on no bullshit.
Yeah,
He don't be
on no bullshit.
capping.
He do what he say he gonna do. That's always really, really important to me. Cause like you said, a lot of niggas be capping and shit. But yeah, niggas just be annoying. And I feel like this probably one of the only niggas that I done met in a long time that just don't annoy me.
And honestly, the best way to get over old dick is to hop on some new dick. I'm a firm
Ooh,
believer
some
in
better
that.
dick.
Yeah. Ooh. Sip that tequila.
That could be toxic. I mean, like
It can be toxic.
from a guy who went through some bullshit with females
Mm-hmm.
and decided to just go crazy. That can be toxic too. I'm just saying, like, I'm
This
just
is Mouse
saying.
calling me.
I'll
Y'all.
just-
I'm not answering the phone.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, Mouse is the homie.
Yeah.
He's from the Guys Next Door
Yeah,
podcast.
he has a
But no,
podcast,
I
too.
feel like sometimes though, if you're not looking at it if you're not doing it to like purposely like trying to hurt that
Right.
person, like when I moved on from Rapper Bay and I was like really trying to like focus on Throwback Bay, I wasn't doing it to like hurt Rapper Bay or be like, oh yeah, I'm about to fuck this nigga and make him mad and show him.
Right.
It was on some shit like, you know what? Let me help myself close this door. And let me focus on somebody that actually treats me well, makes me laugh, and makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I
I wasn't
agree.
coming from it from a toxic point of view. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think
Yeah.
if you have good intentions with moving on and you're not being petty and putting like negative energy and vibes out there, you can do that. You can move on.
No, yeah, absolutely.
hopping on the
Because
new
I
dick.
feel like, yeah, I didn't even the way that I started talking. I have to do like an episode on Patreon talking about these.
Mm-hmm.
How I started talking to Houston Bay. Like it wasn't even like intentional. You know, it was just so crazy how it happened.
Oh yeah, it was. That is a funny
So,
story.
Yeah, so I feel like you said, as long as you're not being petty and have malicious intent,
I definitely agree.
sometimes that's the easiest way to get over a situation is just by talking to somebody new.
Especially if the new person is a lit person too.
And
Okay, so I'm gonna let you bring in the second one because something obviously happened.
No, not anything specific, but I just get tired of seeing this all the time.
Okay.
So, but then something did kind of happen. Not with some people that I know, but more so some people that my best friend knows. These two guys that she know, they were going back and forth on the internet and like putting all of each other business out there.
About a bitch?
No, not even about no bitch.
About each other?
Yeah, it's
they
just
gay?
maybe it's just some deep.
Oh,
rooted-
dead.
I mean,
I was asking. I was
well,
trying-
that's my next question. But sometimes beef just be deep rooted. You know what I mean? It been going on for a long time, and they were just arguing on the internet. And like one of the dudes, he was saying how the other nigga can't get his papers. That's why he can't travel. He can't go through the airport and shit because he can't get his papers because he's not American. So
How do you know that?
who
Bro, that was talking.
well,
about
apparently it's common knowledge. Everybody be talking about it.
Oh.
So, because he be walking around with an old ID and shit
Oh man.
from like the early 2000s.
Not the early 2000s.
Yeah, but anyway.
After the 9/9?
So apparently he hasn't got his ID renewed since the early 2000s.
Oh my God.
So
he got that back that ass up ID.
yeah, so he can't travel abroad and stuff. I mean, he can't travel within the United States either. So anyways, the two niggas was just going back and forth, and she was telling me about it. And I just feel like that's something that I see all the time on the internet. Like, niggas really be arguing on the internet. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all grown-ass men.
You know
and
what?
it makes me be like, okay, yeah, there's some suspect shit going on. Because why the fuck two grown-ass men arguing on the internet?
Right. I feel like one, arguing on the internet is super fucking lame.
No matter who you are.
No matter who you are, male, female, whatever you identify as, if you are arguing on the internet, that is the most lame shit ever. I hate to see it. You know how many times people are saying crazy stuff in my mentions and I completely ignore them or I just laugh it off because I feel,
block people.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't block people because you gonna see me shine and you gonna see me ignore you.
If I don't know you, I don't care for you to see me shine.
But
You getting
I'm the type of person that I just feel like especially if I know you. If I know you in real life and we have each other's number, what are we performing for?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, y'all are performing for the internet. And especially, I feel like, I hate to say this because it's going to sound kind of like sexist, but I feel like that's what women do. Women argue. Women have always been like the catty people, and men always been like the logical sex.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are supposed to be the quote unquote logical sex.
But I will say, just to throw this out there, like, were they having like an argument or like a conversation? Because sometimes men can have conversations on social media and it may look like an argument. But was it like, fuck you, I'm going to come pull up on you? Or
If
was
somebody
it
is
I
talking
don't
about
think it was-
you ain't got no papers,
Yeah,
that
like,
ain't
that's
no
some
that ain't
that's
no
some petty
conversation.
I mean,
shit.
like,
That's
because,
not no
some people,
conversation.
some men roast each, like, they might be, he could have been roasting on them. He could have just been flaming them.
Yeah, but it was them going back and forth. It was like this person posted this, and the other person is posting this, and this person posting this. You know, trying to one up each other, trying to get at each other, and it was just like, what the fuck? Y'all are like 40.
But you know what's crazy to
That's
me?
bad.
I see people. There's this one lady I follow on Twitter, and she cool as fuck, but she is literally always arguing with people.
Really?
When you get on Twitter, why do you want to just argue with people? I'm telling you, like, if you scroll her, I bet you she arguing with somebody right fucking now.
But like, what do it be about? Like the things that she say, or she be
It
just
just be
coming
about
at people?
like sometimes, like, if you tweet things that you know are like kind of controversial,
Right.
or that people are necessarily not going to agree with, you do have a right to defend your point. But at some time, you have to be like, this is what I said, and this is what I believe, and that's it. If I say something and people are like, no, Lex, you wrong. You know how many times I search poor minds on Twitter?
Yeah.
And people be like, oh, Lex was wrong. Lex was out of line for this, or I don't agree with this. You think I'm about to at them and try to defend? No. If you believe I was
Yeah.
wrong, that's your opinion.
I
But to
agree.
sit on Twitter for hours, I mean, people be on there for hours just arguing, being miserable, finding the negative things in people's tweets. Like, it just be so crazy to me.
Whenever people disagree with me on Twitter, the most you'll get out of me is one response. Maybe, and that's on a good day.
Yeah, I just can't do it. I just think it's weird, especially if you know somebody in real life. Like,
Yeah.
I had an instance a couple years ago where me and one of my friends at the time got into it, and I was like calling her and texting her and talking to her. Next thing you know, I get on Twitter, and she's like adding me on Twitter while I'm
really?
texting her. Yeah, while I'm texting her.
Same.
Just like, oh, I'm gonna come to your job. I'm gonna pull up on you. And I'm like, literally, she's tweeting me and I'm texting her. So to the public, I look pussy. You know what I'm saying?
You don't look pussy.
No, but I'm
she's saying to the public.
To the public, they like,
yeah.
damn, she atting her and she not saying nothing and she not responding, because I don't do that. I'm not about to perform for y'all.
Nope.
The most performance y'all gonna get is poor minds, honey. This
Are
is
y'all
it.
still friends?
No, we're not friends, but we're cordial now. Like, it's not like we're friends, but I mean, it was old. It was like, I was probably like 23, 24 when this happened.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull this tweet up. I had it. Like, honestly, bro, like, I've never gotten into any beefs with somebody on social media, but if somebody came for me, it was definitely over a female. But it was just, on God, but it was just one lame ass nigga. He like,
Freaky M, you fucking people bitches.
no, I'm not. I was like, no, I'm not. Like, bro, I don't fuck.
Allegedly.
If she had a nigga I didn't know, but it was just one nigga that tweeted me. This was when I was in college. He was talking about he was gonna beat me up and do all this shit. I retweeted it a couple times, and I told myself I was gonna put it on the hoodie, and I just never did it.
I'm dead.
Let me find this shit. Let me find this shit so I can just show it to you.
I am so
But
dead.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I've just in looking over the years, I've had so many instances where girls will like sub me on the internet and say little shit to me. And I'll tell you one thing about me: I'm the queen of making a hoe feel like she don't exist. Bitch, you will never
Right.
get a response from me.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I
Especially
am.
somebody that I used to be cool with or something, bitch. You know exactly how to contact me. You got my number. If you don't got my number no more, you can fucking DM me and ask me for my new number. It's so many different ways that we could talk and hash shit out if that's what you want to do. But if you want to be a childish ass bitch and you want to get on the internet and be subbing me and saying stupid ass shit to me, bitch, I'm not gonna give you no smoke.
Not no
None.
smoke.
I'm not.
Not even a little barbecue pit.
No. Them hoes that do that type of shit are stupid anyways and dumb and not worth your time and not worth the response, because it's like, if you was once cool with a person, why even do all of that?
And I'll say this too. A lot of times when people see that you have a big following or they see that you have a platform, they will purposely at you and pick on you just because they want clout.
Well, I
they
ain't
wanna
never had a hoe at me. Hoes don't be that bold.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is just like for anybody, like sometimes people be like, oh, I made Drea react, or oh, I made Lex react. What did it say, Moran?
It says, I want to give at Moran the man around, but that nigga a pussy with your bitch ass. And I retweeted it and everything.
I am
Not
so
around.
Yeah, I want to,
He called you the B word.
I want to give at Moran the man around, but that nigga a pussy with your
Moran,
bitch
when was the
ass.
last time you got in a fight?
Like an actual I put my hands on somebody fight was definitely when I was in high school. But I didn't start.
Same.
So what happened
Same.
was I was at the skating rink, right? And I was in that phase of my life. I was hanging with, niggas that was into shit that I wasn't into.
I'm dead.
And they did some shit to some niggas. And they came back looking for them. And they found me. So they was going to take the shit out on me. And I was like, oh, no, I ain't go outside. But long story short, swear to God on everything I love, I wound up getting put in handcuffs. Shit went down. Swear to God. I'm not
You
saying,
won?
Hell yeah, I won. I'm not saying that shit. I ain't saying that shit to sound. I want to make it clear. I'm not a thug. I'm not a gangster. But I will defend myself. But yeah, I'll just say
Freaky
shit.
him, you look like you know karate.
Hey man,
You
I can
do.
defend myself, but I will say I did pull up on this nigga though. I will
Oh,
say
you
that. I did pull up on
did?
this nigga.
And what'd he do?
He had none of this shit to say. No, man, my mom kicked me out the house. I'm just going through a
Well,
lot of
I had
shit.
a
I pulled up
situation
on
like
this
that,
nigga.
too.
I pulled
That's
up on
some
this
real
nigga.
shit. That's
I
some real
put like,
shit.
oh,
Hoes
like
was talking all that shit on the internet.
And that's all I'm
called
trying
me
to
and
say,
was
like-
I just feel like we too big for this.
right, like we don't do that internet shit. Like I'm not. We don't condone violence. But
Right.
the point I'm trying to make is that internet shit don't mean nothing. Don't.
The last time I got into it with a hoe on the internet, she was not talking about nothing.
Right. I feel
At
like that's how
all.
it is a lot of the times, though. If somebody is talking big on the internet, they're really not going to do nothing in real life.
They not.
Yeah.
There's only one person I know that will talk shit on the internet, and
Oh.
she's definitely going to pull up and shoot your ass.
Diamond.
Diamond. Nah, Diamond about that life. Diamond is not play. Once she gets to the point
Tread lightly, y'all.
once Diamond gets to the point to where she's not even talking about it anymore, she's like, I'm going to kill you. Like, do you know I will rip your face off? And
Well-
and I'd be like, y'all hoes is crazy. That's one bitch I'd be like, I don't know why y'all do this, like, and
but
act
I'm
like
not
that with
pulling
her.
up on nobody, especially at this point in my life. I just be feeling like, for what? Like, even if you are talking shit, bitch, why would I pull up on you? You pull up.
Right.
Yeah. And I was in college. I'm looking at the date. This
Well,
was
Drea's
2011.
situation that you're talking about was actually like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was like in 2018, so
yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah, and it was just crazy
But
because
she started subbing me first.
she was subbing you, then had my dude at the time calling me talking about, y'all need to calm down, this her city type shit. Like,
And at the time, the nigga I was dating, by the way, it's really his city. We ain't gonna get into that, though.
yeah, it was really a messy
But
situation.
it was just like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Then they was saying they was gonna beat me and Lex up. They was gonna pull up to my job at the time, beat me and Lex up. Where y'all at? Cause you already know where I work at. Once she called, it wasn't none of that. None of that. She was on the phone like, oh, I just feel like, this is childish. Like, we women, I'm all for women empowerment.
Not women empowerment.
Girl, get the fuck.
Girls love that to use that women empowerment shit
Hoes
when they really
love
don't
to-
be
hoes
about women.
love to be fake fake positive on the internet and really don't be like
But
that
not
in real
only
life.
that, a lot of women, and like I said, I'm not trying to get on the women today, but a lot of times women be like, oh, I'm all for women, but you really not.
You're really not, though.
You really be like hating and talking about women
Not
all
hating,
the
but
time.
you just don't be wanting people to really succeed the way that you be
That's
saying.
hating.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's hating. If you don't want to see somebody, anything I can do for the next woman, especially like black women trying to get into the podcast lane, it's like y'all have to realize it's hard for us. Black
Yeah.
people, period. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like anytime I can help somebody do anything that I know how to do, I'm going to help them. Why not? Just because you making money, that's not going to stop my bag.
Right.
Anybody making money is not stopping what I'm doing. There's not one person that's going to be like, oh, I like this podcast, so I'm not going to listen to Poor Minds no more.
Right.
No, if they fuck with me, they still going to listen to my podcast. You can listen to 2 podcasts, believe it or not.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
So,
why people think that.
Yeah, like-
supporting one person
it's going to stop.
is gonna stop
your
another
bag.
person. Yeah, it's gonna stop your
Do
bag.
y'all
I don't know
encounter
why-
a lot of jealousy though? Because I feel like if we can just take our biases out of it, right? There are people who may not like the fact that y'all talk about what y'all talk about and it's successful. Do y'all encounter a lot of that?
I feel like sometimes it be competitive shit. Yeah, I feel like it be competitive shit. But at the end of the day, I've always just been the kind of person where I just stay in my lane. I don't make comments. I support everybody. But I be peeping stuff for sure.
Yeah, I definitely be peeping it too. I agree with you. I think it just more so be a competitiveness between people. But then from listeners, sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I do be feeling like it be more of a jealousy thing because I feel like so many people out there that want to do a podcast and want to have a successful podcast, but so many people be just afraid to step out on faith.
Right.
And try things. So I think a lot of the time, you know what I mean, they'll put their negative energy or their insecurities onto you and say rude things to you. And it's like, we know, because honestly, I feel like, we try to do a really good job of trying not to be offensive to people. We try to monitor what we talk about, but at the same time, we like the shit that we like. We want to live the type of life that we want to live and stuff. And I think it's weird that sometimes just that within itself offends people.
Oh yeah, like going back to what you said, like the things we talk about, because we talk about BDBs, we talk about niggas
and that offends a lot of people.
And it doesn't offend them. They be like, they're lying. They're not doing this. They're not living. They be swearing up and down. It's like, what is there to lie about? This, we are documenting our lives. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when bad shit happens, of course I come on here and I talk about it.
Right.
When good shit happens, of course I come on here and talk about it. Now, when I talk about the bad shit, they want to be like, oh yeah, that happened. That seemed like it happened. But as soon as I say, oh, a nigga sent me 5 racks, oh, it's unbelievable. I'm lying.
I feel like they be over exaggerating.
They be over exaggerating.
I gotta over exaggerate.
No.
So I've been doing the same shit before I even started Poor Mind.
Right. So I feel like it's a lot of times people kind of like you said, they put off that negative energy,
for
or they're
sure.
lacking what they're lacking in their lives that they want, and they throw it on because they believe, oh, that hasn't happened to me, so there's no way that's happening for her.
Which is insane because you can literally manifest anything that you want to happen in your life.
It's in your mindset.
Can.
Right.
It's all about your mindset. It really is. So it's like if you feel like, if you over there being negative, you like, oh, she not getting this and she not doing that, or oh, I haven't ever got this. It ain't no way I can get this. You're not going to ever get it.
Right. I mean, I just feel like if I see another girl doing something, I'm never going to believe there ain't no way.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, oh, that's lit. And I move on to the next. Like, it doesn't bother me at all.
It never bothers me seeing other people win.
Mm-hmm. But you know how the people are. But a lot of that times, it be from men too. Like I remember
for sure.
when I went to
That's
Dubai
what I was saying.
like when I went to Dubai last year, I had so many like random niggas that I don't know, like, who shitted on Lex P for her to get there.
I saw that. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that.
Who bought Lex P to get her out there? I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
I mean, but that is a thing, though.
I mean,
that don't, like,
But why project that onto somebody if you don't know it to be true?
at all.
That's
Y'all,
real.
there is not one man on this planet that can be like, oh yeah, I spent X amount of money and I bought Lex P. That's not what's happening in my life. I fuck with people and they fuck with me and they just happen to be millionaires sometimes.
Right.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like, a lot of times when men, they're not in the category of guys that I like to talk to. And I'm not saying I only fuck with millionaires. I was really just joking. But even if guys don't fit in the category of the type of men that I deal with, then they start projecting onto me as well. You not that bad. This is not what's happening to you. You not even worth that. Why fuck with Lex when you could fuck with X and this person? It's like,
Didn't somebody tweet us like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago? I know it was when I was in Houston. Somebody had tweeted us and they had said, I'm not trying to be funny, but after listening to the Poor Minds podcast and seeing the two hosts, it ain't hard to get a BDB in Atlanta. You just gotta have a nice weave or something.
Yeah, she was like, you don't even have to be bad. After seeing the host of Poor Minds, you don't even have to be bad to get a BDB. You just have to dress nice and have your hair done.
Yeah.
Basically saying that we not that cute, but we just be put together so we can get the niggas that we get.
Well, but I mean, the win
Who not
is
that cute, hun? Because then I seen your profile pic and, well.
I'm dead.
Add her. Put it
But
out
you
there.
know,
I did. I retweeted her. Everybody was laughing.
one thing I will say about the
You
poor
know me.
girls,
Lex gonna ignore it.
I definitely
gonna be
ignored
petty.
it. But I will say this: the poor crew does not play about us.
They don't.
If
And
anybody
I love y'all.
if anybody says anything negative to us on Twitter, they be like, "Hold on, bitch.
Hold on, bitch.
They be ready to fight. So shout out to y'all.
They be
Y'all
ready to
always-
square up with them hoes.
They do. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic. I don't even know how we got on that topic. I wanted to talk about this real fucking briefly because I have a fucking issue and I am very angry. Because I posted this meme. I posted this meme on the page the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like people that are in the club and you go to the bathroom and dookie and you come back to the section dancing. I got a problem with that. So I wanted to talk
I'm scared
about.
of you. That's what it said.
I'm scared of you. Why are y'all shitting in the club?
I'm sorry. I don't like shitting in public places, period, because you already got a squat. And then once that turd drop, that water hit your booty.
Yeah.
Or it might hit your coochie.
Not Garfield. Not
And I can't
Garfield.
even imagine for the men.
Oh my God.
Your dick might touch the water.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but at the same, I'll say this though, bro. Like, hey, man, if you can't shit people who can shit in public, they got self.
They different.
You're different.
bro.
They
Like,
different.
bro, like you holding it, that's not good for you.
I'll
Yes,
say
I shit in public if I got to, but I figure out a way to clean, bro. There's so many ways around it. It's so
I'll
many
say
ways
this.
Yeah,
Like
it
if I'm at work, like, you know, I'll go
yes,
to-
I'll
at
just put
work.
my ass on the toilet. That's it.
But I will say
Yeah.
this: if I'm at the club, I've been at the club before, and I had to and I couldn't wait, and I left. I really left. I was
That's
like,
crazy.
I don't feel good. I'm a little too
Yeah.
drunk. I gotta go home.
Oh, because you had to take a shit.
Yeah, I'm not shitting in the club.
I'm not neither. First of all,
The
when the
club
club
rap-
be packed, it be too many damn people in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Way
You
too many
can't even
people.
shit discreetly at the club.
Okay. I've never took a shit at the club.
And
ever.
9 times out
Me
of 10, I be
neither.
with my nigga. I can't go twerk on my nigga knowing I just took a shit.
That's work we ain't gonna be
Ooh,
funky.
that's work we ain't gonna be funky. Hell no. But I'm not gonna put my friend on
gonna be like,
blast. But I was talking
What's
to my
that?
friend about this, and she was like, "Oh, girl, I shit in the club. Like, if I'm in the section, I don't care. If I got to shit, I'm gonna go shit." I was like, "You're an actual serial killer.
A terrorist.
You really gonna do
A
that?"
fucking terrorist. And
You
I know who you are.
Oh my god, y'all crazy.
I just feel like that's a different type of like. I feel like, you know, when you get ready for the club, you lotion down, you smell good. I don't know. I feel like that shit smell lingers.
I just wouldn't feel right knowing in myself that I went to the bathroom and shitted and
And you
now
know-
I'm back in the section
and you know what
smiling
makes
in the
it worse?
BDB face.
You know what makes it worse though? Because you know, like before you take a shit, you're gonna like be farting a little bit. You're gonna be gassy. So when you get to that
I be
point,
holding my farts in.
no, but listen, when you get to that point to where you have to shit, that means you've been sitting in the section farting for 20
But
minutes.
maybe I was holding it in because I be holding mine in. You know, it'll kind of come back up and then you'll
No.
feel a little bubble.
Okay, I'll say this. Now, sometimes I have had gas in the club. What I do is I blow my hookah smoke and I fart at the same
Oh, my
time.
God.
So it smells like chocolate chip mint. It little
Bad joke.
no,
Bad
it's not a joke, right?
joke.
It'll just like
Exactly.
it'll just
That
kind of
wasn't funny.
It'll just kind of mix in the air. You don't be knowing. You don't be knowing. It just be floating around. You know what I'm saying? You got to
You
fart
are
and
disgusting.
So you could do that, but you can't go take a shit in
Right.
the club.
Might as well.
fart. You won't fart in the club. It's 30 people in the
No.
section. Ain't
Bruh.
nobody gonna know.
Bro, no. I be scared that somebody gonna get a whiff. It be so many people.
That's why you
everybody
blow
be
the
so
hookah
close
smoke.
together.
And who gonna know? How they gonna know?
Lex, if you're gonna do all that,
Go shit.
you might as well take a
No,
shit.
I'm saying you. Every time you fart, you don't have to shit, bruh. I'm just talking about if I got.
Well, if I got to fart, I leave. Y'all know what I mean? Like, I came here to fart. That's me.
I'm dead.
That's me. Like, if I got to fart, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Well, sometimes the section be packed. I be
Is
sitting
it
at the
true?
top. I be sitting at the top of the couch. Hopefully, nobody's sitting between my legs.
I'm just saying, like, if you got to fart, just
I'm
go.
not about to play with you. Like, oh my God. Now I'm
What?
gonna be side-eyeing you when we
Every
be at
time I blow the
club.
hookah, if you see
So
me
it's
take
all
a
the
big,
BDBs out there. If you smell some chocolate chip mint with Lex, just know. Just know.
Chocolate chip mint, bitch.
chocolate
Man,
chip mint.
we gonna name this fucking episode
chocolate chip mint.
For all the
No
BDBs
chocolate
out
chip
there.
mint. Goddamn.
I don't know, man. I've never taken a shit at the club. I've never done that.
So you've never farted in the club?
I mean, like I just said, I'm the nigga if I got to fart. If I'm with my people,
Maria, I know
I'ma
you've been
leave.
DJing.
You know how many times we farted over the course of our life? How do you expect him to remember if he's ever farted in the club?
Because I know.
But I know
you
myself though.
done farted.
Like I will say, like if I got to fart and I'm around y'all, I'm gonna go in that room and then I'm gonna come back.
So we about to know what you doing, dude.
Well, shit. Hey,
Thanks.
I'm
not leaving.
Hey,
I'm
I'm gonna go in that
sorry.
room, do what I got, and come back. Cause y'all
I
motherfuckers-
feel like farting is not that bad. Y'all, speaking of farting, y'all, why I was sleeping in bed with my boo and I farted in my sleep. It woke me up.
He smelled it. He felt it.
I was so fucking embarrassed. I said, "Ooh." It woke me up.
get the
and
fuck out of my house.
And I looked.
He was still asleep.
He was still asleep, but I don't know if he
What
heard it,
the-
bro. And he was just trying to fake sleep. I was like, oh, and y'all know my ass is kind of big, so it was like,
Kinda big.
it was like this. You know when that wind come out to make your booty clap a little bit?
But that's why I told y'all the motherfucking trick. And I don't know what be going on with y'all booty holes. I think y'all should be malfunctioning. Because it work every time for me. All you gotta do is lift the one cheek
Man,
and let it come out, and
hell
it's gonna
no.
come out like a
So did you? So when
and
you?
it ain't gonna clap.
So when you farted, like
I'm
this
telling
guy, you still
y'all.
fucking? Y'all still fucking?
Yeah, we
Oh.
fucked last
Yeah,
night.
he definitely he the pussy must have been fire or some shit. 'cause
Well,
he
I do
definitely-
got that wop. But no, you know what I noticed?
Let me
though?
tell y'all what this girl did last night to my.
Y'all, I really hope he didn't hear it because I usually don't sleep on my stomach, and I would sleep on my stomach, so the ass was just like,
Oh, you killed
it
that
came
nigga.
out like a purifier. You know that purifier? You know the purifiers? It was just like,
The humidifier.
oh my God. I was just like, y'all, it was probably like 4:00 in the morning. I stayed up for 30 minutes, like sweating.
You know how in the cartoons, whenever like the characters used to fart, it'd be that green smoke.
That's what it was.
Oh my god,
That's
bruh.
what it was, y'all. I wanted to die.
Damn, bruh. COVID virus, goddamn it, man. All this
I
shit.
am so fucking dead.
Yes, man. And y'all know I'm the type of person, I don't care if I'm with you forever. I don't shit in front of my niggas. I don't fart in front of my niggas. I don't do none
You
of
just
that.
said you fart at the club. What is the truth?
I mean, they can't hear it. Fucking Meek Mill playing. They can't fucking hear me farting. I used to pray for times like, they can't hear it. The
All
fuck?
right, okay.
I'm just saying. The
But-
club is different and they don't know it's me.
But you, all right. Are you the type of person that farts and blames it on somebody else?
No.
You are.
somebody what, Red?
I said, do you fart? Like, let's say you was in a sex and you farted. Who farted? Would you blame it on somebody
No,
else?
I'd be like, oh my God, what is that smell?
Those type of people are terrible people who
No,
blame it on other people.
I would never blame it on somebody, but I'm going to definitely react like, oh my God, girl, you smell that? I'm like, girl, these hoes stank in this section. Y'all
Jesus
need to get the
Christ.
fuck.
That's funny.
I ain't gonna lie though. I have like a handful of times that I've had to like shit in public. But I remember one time I did, and I like some girl was in the bathroom, and I was leaving out, and I was like, oh my God, girl, it smells so bad in here. And it was me.
She trying to act like she
Why
all
can't y'all
innocent.
own? Like, why can't y'all just own y'all?
Welcome to the club.
Bro.
Start crying,
Bro,
thinking about
on
it.
this podcast, y'all talk about fucking, y'all talk about sucking dick, y'all talk about all this shit, but y'all can't own y'all farts.
No.
Y'all can't own, like,
Absolutely not, because when she came in, she was kind of like,
Did you know this girl?
So no, but
Okay,
I feel
who
like
gives
I
a
had to
fuck?
be like, yeah, girl.
Y'all are weird, bro. Y'all are weird. That is so weird to me.
I was like, oh yeah. I was like, they need some air fresheners in here.
Man, it's been so many times.
Jasmine told me I need to start carrying around that little spray from Bath and Body Works.
What's it called?
No, not
Cash
Poopery,
know about it.
'cause
Cash, no. Cash, just get your stinking ass away from me, Cash.
Oh my God, bro. No, but she said Poopery don't work. She said you gotta get the Bath and Body Works spray, the ones that come in the little bitty
Oh,
cans.
yeah.
That shit is powerful.
Man, it's been so many times where I've blamed farts on like noises, like. I'm thinking that something gonna slip out. Accidentally, I'm like, damn, this chair loud. Like, you gotta find things around you to make it work. You really, really do.
Yeah, I do. I hate when I think it's gonna be a silent one and then it be like,
You know, it come up in front
nah,
of you.
because sometimes it'll just be that one pop. It'll be like,
No, this is what it do. Sometimes it's like you gotta make sure you sitting right. Because if you leaning too far back, it's gonna come up from your coochie.
oh, and that be
The
the worst.
coochie parts
Coochie
be loud.
be loud.
Cash know what we talking about.
Oh,
slip up
God.
through
I
there.
can't relate. Jesus
When your
Christ.
farts come through your coochie, that's when it be so fucking
And
loud.
that shit just feel like a violation, by the way.
So for the record, because I
It
feel
don't
like
even feel right.
so for the record, because I feel like we've had this topic before about farting while fucking.
Uh-huh.
So like, if it comes from the vagina, y'all really farting. It's not y'all coming.
No,
No,
like if you're farting from your vagina, it's like that's because it got a little air in there,
Yeah.
and it's just like air coming out.
Okay.
But if it's
It's
from
not
the
a queef.
well, no, that's
what a
a
queef
queef. That's what a
is.
queef is.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, so queef is when
Alright.
there's air in the vagina and it's coming out and it's making the noise, but it sounds just like a fart.
So what is it called when the fart noise happen when you fucking?
That's just like you talking about the macaroni and cheese thing?
Not the macaroni and cheese noise, like.
But like the fart noise, it's just there's air in the
Yeah, that's a
coochie.
queef.
That's a queef. It's
Okay.
air in the coochie.
So because all this
But
time
some girls queef and fart at the same time. I talked about that.
we did. So all this
you're
time,
trying to queef and cover it real quick.
because I'm thinking queefing, like you can only. Okay, I ain't got no vagina, so I don't know.
Right, we educating.
I'm thinking like queefing only happens when you fucking, right? Like,
Yeah, it does only
I
happen
ain't
when
never
you
had no
fucking-
air come out my coochie when I wasn't fucking.
Yeah,
but
I
you just
haven't
said
either.
when the fart come out your, you just said that.
No, we're talking about when you fart like a
Yeah.
regular fart and the air comes up.
Oh, and it hits
Through
you.
your
hits
coochie.
Oh, okay, all
through
right.
your
Okay,
coochie.
Yeah,
okay, I'm like, what?
Sometimes,
Okay.
depending on how you sit in,
Okay.
it'll come
It'll
up through
come
the
up through
front
the-
Oh,
instead
wow.
of going from the
Oh,
back.
wow.
Girl, feel be
Okay.
like,
Oh, wow.
Hold
Okay.
on,
Oh,
bitch.
wow.
Hold on now. Hold on, bitch. Like,
And
girl,
I be like, oh,
that shit be
that shit be feeling nasty.
it be fucking terrible. Oh my, yes. It just be a terrible feeling. Okay, we're done talking
Oh, my
about
God.
flatulence.
Look, ladies, if you can take a shit in public, damn it, that means you got self-confidence, damn it. That's how I
Oh
look at it.
hell no.
That's how I look
We
at
not
it.
shitting in public.
Nah, but I
queens.
ain't never farted in bed, I don't think. A nigga done farted on me. Remember I told you about
Yes.
that twice.
That's never.
I had to wake that nigga up like, hold the fuck up, nigga.
You kicked him out?
Huh?
Was it your house or his house?
It was at my house.
You kicked him out?
Nah, I ain't kick him out, but I was
Okay, then. Don't want to hear that shit.
I'm dead.
Yo, went right back to
I
fucking
kicked
him.
him out for farting, but it was just like, come on, you done farted on me twice, and it was loud as fuck. On my thigh, I felt the vibration. I
Not
said,
the
"Ooh."
vibration.
You know, that's a lot of ass.
And he was thick too.
He was.
He was
big.
built like me, girl. Okay, so now we gonna get into the bed.
Hey,
The bed.
The bed.
Okay, so first, before we get into the beds, I want to talk about something that I always talk about. I know we be laughing and we be joking. So I always tell y'all about BetterHelp. Make sure y'all get signed up for BetterHelp. If you've never done counseling or therapy, this is something that is really good that y'all should think about getting into. If you're dealing with depression, anxiety, any like LGBT issues, anything like that, BetterHelp is going to assist you with that. So what it does is going to match you with your own licensed professional therapist. So it's not like you have to do it and you're meeting somebody online. I mean, you're meeting somebody in person. You don't have to visit a doctor's office. This is all via your phone, your computer, where you can talk to somebody virtually. So if you've ever thought about counseling, you want to get into that, make sure y'all check out www.betterhelp.com. And we just want y'all to start living a happier life. I feel like me and Drea have come so far as far as our moods and our happiness. And it's like, you have to work for that. A lot of
Right.
times when people are
That's
going through
true.
depression, it's something you definitely have to work at. And sometimes you do need help. So what we did for y'all is we partnered with BetterHelp, and you'll get your first month for 10% off. So visit www.betterhelp.com/poorminds. Over 1 million people use this, y'all. So this is not like something that's just like some janky stuff. Over 1 million people use this, and you can use it in all 50 states. It's not just something like in certain states. Like, they'll link you up within 24 hours, so it's not like something you have to wait a week for or 2 weeks for. It's very quick. The process is quick. So as soon as you sign up, you'll be in your therapy sessions within 1 to 2 days. So www.betterhelp.com/poorminds. That's POURMINDS. Okay. So now we're going to get to the freaking shit.
We love the freaky
Beautiful
shit,
leeway.
hun.
That was a beautiful lead up.
So I wanted to talk
Get
about
your mental
this.
health right before you get your back blown.
Yeah.
Get your freak on.
You got to, because you can't be getting fucked and crying. It don't work like
Well.
that. Well, I mean, never
right.
mind. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about fantasizing while you masturbate. I think I've touched on this a little bit before because I seen somebody say the other day, they were like, if you can masturbate without watching porn just off of the figment of your imagination, you're like a different type of person.
Okay.
Like, but I think that if you can fantasize while you masturbate, you have definitely unlocked different levels of your sexual. But it's a
third eye
good
open.
thing. It really isn't. But let me tell you why.
Your third
though.
eye open.
Your third eye open.
But let me tell you why though, because sometimes I've had sex with somebody like I'll like somebody, right? Like, say we've been dating and we finally have sex and the sex isn't that good, but I really, really like this person. So what I do to help our sex is I'll like fantasize about them while I'm masturbating. So by the time we have sex, it's kind of like I've built up this fantasy, and it really helps like the sex be better. For real. It works.
You've talked about this before, too.
Yeah, I
You
have
said
talked
that
about-
that's what you always do.
I always do that. Even if the sex is bomb, it makes the sex even better. Like, I love to think about my niggas while I masturbate.
See, for me, it depends. It just depends.
What you mean?
Like, it just depends on when and where I'm masturbating.
I'm dead. What do you mean? Where are you masturbating at? That's not in your home. You be at the gas station. Let me get 40 on 5 and go to the.
Not at the gas station, but I've definitely done it in the car. I have.
Why?
I have. You ain't never masturbated in front of your nigga in the car?
No.
Oh,
We have a.
Well,
Where were y'all going,
it's a hell if we don't pray.
sister?
Oh boy.
I am dead. Okay, so if you're at home and you do have time,
So if I'm at home, I like to watch porn.
so you've never just masturbated off of your imagination.
I mean, occasionally, but like I really like to watch porn. So I-
You were very passionate like about that. Yes, I really like to watch porn. I believe you. Okay.
So yeah, so like I prefer to watch porn before or while I'm masturbating. But sometimes you do have to do it off of imagination. Like I said, depending on where you at. In my case, because apparently you're always at home.
I'm always at home.
You ain't never went. So then I used to masturbate in the car too when I used to have lunch breaks at work when I had a 9 to 5. You never did that before? You never went to your. Don't lie. You ain't exactly.
No, I'll say this. One
And them be the
time,
best naps.
one time I was at work and
Can't catch me.
I had to masturbate on my break though.
You had
Because
to?
I had a headache, and that helps with headaches.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it like releases endorphins, and it really helps like your
No,
headache.
I had no clue.
Yeah, like masturbating, like
Is that why?
I was like,
They didn't have no Tylenol in the first
nope,
aid kit.
didn't have nothing. That was only one time, but I don't like taking medicine. You know that about me.
Yeah.
So
Me
I like to do the natural route, which is masturbating. So, like I said, ladies, if you're dealing with somebody
Terrible.
and the sex is not that great, but you're attracted to them, I think you should really try thinking about them while you masturbate. It works wonders for me. Like, seriously. I swear by it. It really fucking works.
May I
Because
throw
it
a
makes
wrench in
your,
there?
huh?
May I throw a wrench in there?
A what?
May I throw a wrench?
A wrench in there.
What is that? Oh, a wrench.
You know she a little slow,
You know I
Maureen.
saw, I'm
You're
like-
not freaky M. You know.
I thought he said meth or a wrench. I was like, meth?
Oh
Duh.
my God. So I want to know, since we're talking about imagination and sex, have y'all ever thought about somebody else while you were having sex?
Yes.
I have.
Oh,
I
wow.
have.
Absolutely.
I have.
How did
I'm
that-
ashamed.
Honestly, it was because I was just kind of over fucking this person and the sex wasn't good anymore. And it was just kind of like the end of our situation. I was just like, why am I here?
I was just always every single time.
No, it wasn't every single time. It was like the last time we had sex, I was like thinking about another nigga, like the nigga that I really wanted to be fucking. I was like, well, I'm fucking this nigga and I really want to be fucking that nigga. So I started thinking about the other nigga. And it worked.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely done it. Like I said, I'm not proud.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of because my feelings would be hurt if I found out a nigga
was thinking about another bitch. Yeah, I would be sad.
I would be so
I would be
devastated.
heartbroken.
Like seriously.
Yeah,
Sad,
but I've definitely done it. I mean, I think sometimes it happens without
Like,
thinking,
yeah, like,
too.
it's not like I did it on purpose.
Yeah. It's not on purpose. Like, it'll be like a nigga will do something. And I'll be like, oh, I like the way that other nigga did things.
Yeah, and then you just kind of, your mind just starts wandering
Yeah.
off. So, yeah, so ladies, make sure y'all get y'all's minds right, get your fantasy going.
Or
It
watch porn.
We can watch porn, but I'm trying to up the sex game.
That is next level.
But I'm telling you why it works is because, like, you're going to connect your vagina and you having an orgasm with that person you were thinking about. So the next time that y'all link up, your vagina is going to remember, oh, the last time you had an orgasm, you were thinking about this nigga. So it's like a mind thing. Because, niggas going to have orgasms just off of friction. Women, our orgasms are a combination of things. It's like mental.
Yeah.
It's like the physical. It's just a lot of like women just don't orgasm a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it's just like a combination of things. So if you can trick your mind into doing that, it's definitely amazing. Okay, but only do that for like the BDBs and niggas that you really like. If a nigga you don't like is not fucking you right, just move on.
Just
please.
don't fuck with that nigga no more.
Just don't fuck
period,
with that nigga no
honey.
more. Okay. Okay. So now we gonna get into the bop. Hey.
The bop.
Hey.
The bop.
You got a bop this week, Queen?
Yeah, actually.
Go ahead then.
So I've been, I feel like lately I've been listening to a lot of young artists that I typically don't be listening to. Like, I really ain't on the NBA young boy wave.
You tripping?
I'm really not.
You tripping?
Yeah, I know, but I'm not. I'm just being honest. So, like, I've been listening to his new album, and I really like the album.
It's hard.
It's hard as fuck.
Harder than hard. Harder than ever.
It's too hard. So shout out to NBA YoungBoy.
Okay.
And his album.
I actually like that bop of the week for you.
Top.
My bop of the week.
That's what she wants.
Oh,
That is
That's
what I
what's-
want.
period. My bop of the week is actually a song that came out a few months ago, but I was recently put on it, and I really like it. It's called "Do to Me" by her. I know y'all probably heard it before, but it's like a little Jamaican vibe. It's really cute. It's just like a fun kind of way to end summer song. I feel like, yeah, I love her voice. Like
I love her voice.
her
too.
tone is like unmatched. Like I love her tone. So yeah, that's my bop of the week. "Do to Me" by her. Yeah, it's fire. What about you, Moran?
My bop of the week comes from the young lady Coyle Ray. She has a record called I Like It. Yeah, I don't know if y'all. Are y'all
Oh, ain't that Benzino daughter?
it
Yeah,
is.
Benzino
Okay,
daughter,
okay.
yeah. So she has an EP out right now called Now or Never, which I've been vibing to, and the song on there that I really like a lot is called I Like It. So
I
shout
like
out.
it.
Okay.
You know what? I actually like her
I
style
was
too.
so shocked when I found out she was Benzino's
Right, because she
daughter.
has a neck. That's crazy.
Wow. Wow.
Right. Now, I was just saying, I like her style. I like her swag.
Licks.
You know what?
You want to be the reason I should get flagged
I'm
for
dead.
abusive
Oh,
content.
It's not. I think she's cute. I
She
think
is cute,
She's
though.
super cute. I love her swag. She's very different. So yeah, shout out to her. Okay, what's next?
Next
questions?
is the question.
Okay, so yes, make sure you email us if you want your question answered on the show. Email us at askpoorminds@gmail.com. One thing that I've noticed that some of y'all are emailing our
I
email
was just about to say
that's
that.
in our bio, the Drea and Lex show. That is not for the questions. Your questions will not get answered if you do not email askpoorminds@gmail.com. That's
Yes.
AskPourminds.com. I know y'all listen to the damn show if y'all are writing us an email. So I give y'all the email every time now.
Right.
Every time.
So yes, y'all, please start making sure that y'all send the emails to that email address, because we have been getting like a lot of emails to the Drea and Lex show email, and we don't want y'all to think that we're ignoring y'all, because we not. But just send it to the right one.
Well, this is not going to count as a question. I'm going to read this one for Moran, because this one's for Moran.
Okay. Whatever.
It's not nothing for you to answer. It's just they're giving you some homework.
All right.
They said, I know this isn't a typical question that you girls usually usually receive, but I'm on my Moran tip right now when it comes to the R&B. Queen Naja has some solid records. She makes real R&B in my opinion. All of the songs on her EP are straight fire, no skips. And she recently put out a new single called Pack Light, which is a super bop. Can y'all check her out and let us know if y'all like it? Okay? So we'll let Moran do that.
Oh yeah, Queen Naja dope. You know, I've met her a couple times. She's solid. She's a great artist.
Have you heard her new song?
I have not heard her new song. But
Okay,
I'll check it
so
out.
you'll do some research and we're gonna come back
We're
next
gonna
week.
talk about it next
Yeah, I
week.
got you.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Okay, so you gonna read the next one?
Mm-hmm. It says, urgent advice, please. Please don't say my name. Hey ladies, just want to say first, I love y'all and appreciate y'all uploads so much. I'm sorry to make this long, but I wanted to make sure that y'all got the details. So I'm currently 20, living in Oregon and going to university in state and working at a full-time job living with my parents. There's this boy I've been entertaining for a while who's very fine, but he's a scammer. Child, I know all about that.
Don't you?
I don't mind that since I know I don't want a relationship, but I guess I'm scared to meet up with him. He's 22 or 23 and has been trying to take me out to eat since I was a junior in high school, but I've always been scared to meet up with him. When we have combos, he doesn't tell me much about himself, which annoys me because what the fuck are we going to talk about when I meet up with him? Also, I don't know if all scammers do this, but he disappears off of social media all months, but once summer hits, he's back on posting and it's pop-out season.
Yeah, that's definitely what
So
scammers
he'll
do.
he'll hit me up every summer asking to take me out, and I've always used an excuse. With school and working full time, I just want to have fun being single and use him as a potential fuck buddy. But just recently, he posted a snap selling perks. That high key just made me more worried. Y'all questions be funny as fuck. That high key just made me more worried about meeting up with him even more. Should I just let this nigga take me out and give him this wop, or should I be worried since this is my first time with a scammer? Anyways, I've attached the pic below.
Okay, sis is
you.
cute. Sis is cute. I feel like one thing when you fucking with a BDB, sometimes it's not your business what he do for his
Facts.
money.
And
I'm
you
telling
the
you.
sometimes the less you know,
The better. Honestly, when I know he got bread and I know it's not legit, I don't want to know.
Right.
As long as you spending it on me and we having fun and we having a good time, that's all that it needs to be.
Because if he get hemmed up, sis, you don't want to know nothing.
You don't want to know nothing.
Especially if you know for a fact that that's what he does. The less you know, the better.
The
You know
better.
what I mean? I would just have fun, run it up, get some dick.
Get
Keep
some
it
money.
lighthearted, like
yeah.
you said.
Go out with him, have fun, make him get you some things, get you a few pieces from him, and just let it be that. I don't feel like you have to get deeply involved with him because I know that you're the same way too. Like you'll fuck with scammers or drug dealers, but you don't really take them seriously. It's on some fun shit.
I fucked with a lot of scammers and drug dealers actually, and yeah, I don't ever take them serious because it's just like those are not, in my personal opinion, you know what I mean? Not talking down on women who do, but I just feel like I can't build a legit future with somebody that does that for a living. You know what I mean? But it's fun. You know what I mean? It is fun. But you just gotta tread lightly. And like I said, when I am in those situations or when I have been in those situations, I don't want to know shit. So if you don't want to talk to me about it, great, because I'm not gonna ask, because I don't want to know anything about what you're doing illegally.
Period. I definitely
And
agree.
also too, if he really care about you, well, I mean, y'all just started talking, but I was gonna say, if you do start talking to him and y'all talking for a little minute, if he really care about you, he ain't gonna even want you around the
all
illegal
that stuff,
activity.
right?
You
He's
know
not
what I
gonna put
mean?
you in no situation
Right.
that's gonna get you caught up on
Right.
some shit. Okay, so this one says, "Hey ladies, you can call me Denise. I was scrolling on the gram and noticed my homegirl liked one of my old niggas' picture. We recently started talking again. I find it funny she's interacting with him because he's the subject while we chop it up. She only has a negative opinion on him. I don't want to waste my breath confronting her about it when I've already checked her once about loyalty since she was interacting with some females I used to be cool with when we were out one night that she once again had such a negative opinion on." Okay, let me pause right quick. Y'all have to really watch y'all's grammar because this is really,
yeah, because sometimes
this is kind of hard for me to read.
be hard.
And would tell me I shouldn't be friends with them before I had a bad falling out with them. Am I being unreasonable for feeling some way about my homegirl liking old boy pictures when she tells me he's trash? I'm really feeling a way because she tells me I shouldn't fuck with these people that aren't good to me, but interacts with them by liking his pictures and saying hi back to hoes I fell out with while I'm ignoring them. How do you feel?
Well, let
about
me
that?
go first.
That's why I was like, I know you're gonna have a lot to say.
Because Lex ass do that shit sometimes. She
No,
friendly.
first of all,
So she be liking
let me
people
correct
pictures.
you. Let me correct you.
She be liking people pictures
It don't
on
be
the internet and stuff, and it be people who I would prefer for her to not communicate with and talk
But
to
listen,
and like their pictures.
you're not listening to what
but
she's saying.
I am listening to what she's saying.
She said that she's talking shit about these people. To like, that's like me being like,
You do be talking shit about people.
No, that's like me being like, oh, fuck Moran, then be going like all Moran pictures.
You do be talking shit about people sometimes.
Bro, not on no shit like I don't like them.
I mean, not saying that you don't like them, but you not necessarily saying that you don't like them, but you do be like, oh, that person whack or this person is. I mean, you do be liking their pictures. It's okay.
No, I'm not saying that. But
you friendly though.
but you do the same thing if we want to keep it
no,
that way.
I don't. I don't never say I don't fucking like nobody.
But you'll say
and
stuff.
then
You'll
go
definitely
like their pictures.
no. You'll definitely say something like, "Oh, this hoe. Look at this hoe," and then I'll definitely see you like, "Oh, girl, you look cute."
Like who?
We'll talk about
Because
it after
we
the show.
can talk about it for sure. Is this somebody that we consider to be like our friend that
No,
we're cool with?
no.
And then like I might be having a day and I be like, oh, this bitch getting on my nerves.
No,
but then
not
I go
like that.
their
I'm just talking
pictures.
about. I do that with people that like I don't know, like
But
people
I
out
never.
there.
It's literally, and I challenge
It definitely
you.
is.
It's literally
It's
no
not a
one that
challenge,
I do because it's literally no one that I've ever said that I don't like that I'm underneath their picture.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, keep going with your advice.
So yeah, so anyways, like I said, but Lex does this all the time. Back to what I was saying. So I just feel like at the end of the day, some people just don't be meaning nothing by it. You know what I mean? So you just gotta look at it and be like, okay, whatever.
I feel
they
like
don't be meaning nothing by
and
it.
I also feel like I think a lot of people get caught up on Instagram. It's just, to me, like, it's just likes. People, that's what Instagram is for. You comment on things, you interact with people. It's not that deep. So, but I feel like as far as the nigga goes, if this is somebody that you're fucking with and that's really kind of like bothering you on some shit, as long as she's not on no whole shit like trying to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how the girls be like liking a bunch of nigga pictures to trying to get his attention. We all know that trick. We've talked about that trick before. So as long as she's not like trying to do some whole shit as far as like fucking with him, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But yeah, sometimes you gotta watch people's intentions. As long as her intentions aren't trying to be like, because I know me, like on my Instagram, one thing that I do to try to get my interactions up is I always scroll and I like people pictures, because if you're in somebody's likes all the time, most likely they're going to be in your likes all the time. So maybe she's just trying to get her interactions up. You never know what people's intentions are, because sometimes, like I said, I be scrolling Instagram and I just like everybody that pops up on my feed. If you're on my feed, I'm liking your picture, period. But that also helps with my interaction. So like I said, if you don't know what her intentions are, you just got to be careful.
Yeah, when I like people pictures, it be intentional.
Yeah.
I don't be going through my feed just liking everybody pictures because I don't like your shit.
Yeah. I mean, well,
But yeah, so the next question, help BDB dead. That sound intense.
Where is this?
That's like a Netflix episode.
Hey, Big Mama Andrea, it's your number one fan, Miri. Girls, I'm in my bag, yo, but my favorite BDBJ just got murdered. He was a corrections officer and got shot 11 times on August 14th and died August 15th. I'm feeling helpless. I can't do anything. Can't eat, sleep, go to work. I feel helpless. I tried that call-in therapy y'all be promoting on the show, and it really helped a little. But everything in my place reminds me of him. He bought me so many things. We shared so many memories. I don't think I can ever be the same again. I need advice on how to deal with the murder of a loved one, or tips to try to live a normal life again. I'm never going to forget him and never going to love anyone like I loved him. I am hurt, but I'm in a deep depression. Please help.
Wow.
Well, you've dealt with this before, not me.
Yeah.
So.
That's deep.
So, one of my first ex-boyfriend, the first boyfriend I ever had that I was like really in love with, I thought I was in high school. He got murdered when I was in college. So we weren't together anymore, but we were really, really cool, and I used to talk to him all the time. And that was really my partner. And so when he got murdered, that shit really, really hurt me a lot. And I kind of went through a little depression for a little bit too, especially after going to his funeral and just dealing with the whole process. So I understand how you feel, sis, but you do also. And then, also I lost my dad recently. My dad didn't get murdered, but my dad did pass away, and it was very unexpected for me and my family. So I feel like a loss is always hard, but you always have to find a silver lining in knowing that the person is in a better place, especially if they was a good person. You know that they're in a better place, they not suffering. And I just feel like, life goes on. The person wouldn't want you to just be sitting around being sad. He would want you to still live your life, be happy, because you're still here. You know what I mean? So you can still make the best of your life and do the things that you need to do. I know it's going to be hard, but even with niggas, like, you go out and put yourself in those positions, you'll find another nigga. No, you'll never be able to find somebody to replace him. That shouldn't be what you're trying to do, no way. But you could definitely find someone else who will love you as well, who you'll probably have a great connection with. But you just have to, everything takes time. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you it's going to be easy, to get over that type of loss. Because like I said, with him getting killed, unexpected. But, just all I can tell you is just pray, girl, and then just keep going to the therapy sessions. I feel like that'll probably help you out a lot. And just make sure you surround yourself with, like, friends and family and people that, love you. And get back out there when you're ready and start dating again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to do the last question, girl. So this says, hey ladies, me and my significant other have been in a relationship for over 3 years. We have a child. My old lady is not really a fan of condoms at this point, and I'm not either. However, she also is uncomfortable with having any form of birth control due to likely side effects. I was fine with using the pull-out method, but clearly that isn't 100%. So I was thinking spermicide lube. Any other suggestions or advice? Thank you, ladies. Well, I don't like using birth control either because of the side effects. I had some really negative side effects that actually happened to me from using birth control. So I definitely feel her in that department. I do think maybe you could use a spermicide lube. That's a good idea. But I just always use the pull-out method.
Yeah, I do too.
The pull-out method ain't never failed me. So I just feel like if that's the safe way to go, but I think y'all also need to have a talk, because if an accident does happen, and obviously you don't want another child right now, y'all need to decide, okay, what are we going to do if something does happen?
Right.
Plan Bs, that's always an option too. But you don't want to be taking Plan Bs every time y'all have sex or whatever like that.
I agree, because it's not birth control.
Yeah, it's not birth control.
It's an
emergency contraceptive. But yeah, I would just say keep pulling out. First of all, but I think y'all need to have a conversation just in case something does happen. And, because if you don't use a condom, I don't like using condoms either, though. So I feel my good sis.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
You definitely have to. You definitely have to use them
for sure.
So strap up, poor crew, okay?
Yeah, strap it up.
Okay, so make sure if y'all want your questions answered on the show, y'all email us at askpoorminds@gmail.com. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, not really.
Okay, well,
per usual, just make sure y'all join our Patreon.
Yes, join the Patreon.
We dropping the new exclusive content every week.
Yes, we drop the Patreon every Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
And then also, as soon as we were finished recording on Mondays, if you're a Patreon member, you get the episode as soon as we fucking finish. So make sure y'all sign up for the Patreon, get your merch, and all that good stuff. And we'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.